Hello teachers, this is a video tutorial on the basic steps on how to use the platform called Google Meet. For those of you who are using Google Meet for the first time, I hope you find this video helpful to get you started. So if you're ready, come, let's go! For this tutorial, I will be showing you how to access Google Meet using a laptop. The first thing that we'll talk about is how to log into Gmeet. And then very important for you is also how to invite people into the Google Meet. For example, your students or your colleagues into a meeting. And then after that, also I will show you how to schedule a meeting in Google Meet. And after that, then we will go into Google Meet itself and talk about the different interface. We will have a quick walkthrough on how to use Google Meet. The first thing you want to do is to pull up a Google browser. Once you're in your Google browser, ensure that you are logged into your school Gmail account. If you are logged into your personal account, you may not be able to start a meeting because personal Gmails do not have that function of using Gmeet. So our school Gmail account is a G Suite account. So therefore, after you have signed in, you are ready to start your Gmeet. Now, in Gmeet, there are many ways of inviting people into Gmeet. Logged into your school Gmail account, then you are ready to start. Inviting people into Gmeet, there are many ways. One of the easiest way of starting a Gmeet is that, for example, if I want to have an ad hoc meeting with someone, I can just click on Meet, and then you can start a meeting immediately by clicking on this button. To start your own meeting, enter a nickname or leave it blank. So here you can leave it blank, or let's say if I want to start a meeting, I can just call it tutorial and I click on continue. And then it will bring you to this interface where before you start the meeting, you check that everything is working fine. So the first thing to check here is this. Here is your microphone. When you turn off and on your microphone, if you can see this little thing boggling up and down here, it is picking up my sound. So that means my microphone is working well. Here, as I enter the meeting, do I want to have my camera turned on or off? So if I turn off my camera, or turn on my camera as I enter into the meeting. So here are the three buttons. You can. This is turn on captions. I will show you a bit later when we get into the interface. And the settings here to just in case there is some problems with your microphone, you can click on here to select the correct microphone. And speakers as well as your video. To make sure that it's working well. And once you're ready to go, and let's start by clicking on join now. Once you get in, you will see this box here that tells you the information to the meeting. You can copy the information by clicking on here, and then you can paste it into your email, or for those of us who are using WhatsApp web, you can actually send it there to the friends or to whoever you want to bring into the meeting. You can also click on add people here so that you can choose who you want to add into the meeting. You can type in their emails, or there are some suggestions on the people whom you want to call into this meeting. Once you are done with that, you can just click this off. Take note that let's say if I'm going to click on this person here, what happened is the system will then send an email to this person telling the person that they are invited to a meeting. Then there will be a link given in the email, and then the person can then just click on the link to enter into this meet. So that is how you can start a small meeting, a meeting with a few people. But however, for many of us who wants to start a meeting with our class, this may not be the best way, right? So now I'm going to show you how to bring your class into Google Meet. just by using one click away. So it's actually very simple and very easy. So now let's go. So now I'm back to my browser again. What you need to do is to access your Google Classroom. For those of us who are using Google Classroom, this is a special feature that Google Meet has linked up with Google Classroom. So you can see inside my Google Classroom, I've already set it up that I actually have a Meet link here. So it is as simple as just that one click, students and myself can already get into Google Meet. So all we need to do is just tell students, enter your Google Classroom and click on the Meet link. They should be able to see that link inside their Google Classroom. So how do we get that link? First thing is we go to this button, setting buttons here, and then you scroll down until you see Meet. Visible to student, make sure that you toggle it on. Click on Save so that it is visible now to the students. And your students should be able to see this link inside their Google Classroom as well. All they need to do is just click on the link, and now everyone, including yourself, is already ready to get into the class. So if I'm ready, I'm just going to click Join Now, and everyone is inside the class now. So now let us go through the different functions and the buttons inside Google Meet. The first button on the left here is the button that shows all the information of your Google Meet. This is the same information that you see before you enter into this Google Meet. This is the meeting code and the link. You can copy this information and then paste it onto your email or your WhatsApp, and then to send it to the people that you want to bring into this meeting. The next button here is the microphone button. You can choose to turn it on and off, the microphone button. This is a very important button that you must teach your students to use so that they make sure that their microphones are turned off while you are speaking, or else it will be very noisy. Imagine 20-30 people having their microphones turned on and all the background noise that is happening. The next button here is the leave call button. Basically at the end of your class, at the end of the meeting, you can just click on here and then you will be ending the meeting. The next button is the camera button, where you can turn on and off your camera. The next button on this side is the turn on and off the captions button. Google Meet has a very special feature where they are able to encode what you speak and make it into visible words. Like now, as I am speaking, they will try to encode it to make it into a caption. So this is quite helpful, especially sometimes when there is a drop-off in our sound. Students will still be able to capture what we are trying to say, even without hearing us. So now I'm going to turn off the captions. The next button here is the Present Now button. Once you click on Present Now, you are able to present your screen. You are able to present a window or a tab. A tab here refers to the browser. So once you click on your entire screen, you should be able to see your screen here, and then you can click on it to share to your students. You can be sharing a PowerPoint, you can be sharing your whiteboard or anything like that. Okay, that's a share button. So once you click on share, it will then load your desktop or your screen. And once you're done with that, you can just stop. You can just stop it by click on stop presenting. The next button here is the more options button, or I call it the done line button. That 3 dots at the bottom on the side here. Once you click on it, there's a few things that come up here. The first thing is to record the meeting. You can choose to record your class. Second is to change the layout. You can choose the layout on how you want the interface to look like. You can choose to have full screen. So once you click on full screen, you can see how it has extended to the edge of my computer. Turn on captions is the same. Turn on captions. Settings. This is the same setting right in front. If there is problems with your audio and your video, you may want to click on this button then to check on what is the problem with your audio or your video. And then here is the use a phone for audio. You don't have to worry about this button because I don't think we will be using it here. Okay, we will be mostly using on Wi-Fi or internet connection. And the last 3 buttons here, if you have a problem, you want to report this to Google, you can do so that they can upgrade the system. Right on top here, you see, here is, at this moment, I'm the only one in this Google Meet. Later on, I'm going to bring in a few more person so that we can see how it works with a few more people in this meet. And here on the right side is the chat button. So once you click on the chat button, here you are able, students and yourself will be able to write to each other. So sometimes during class, you can have it very interactive. Let's say you ask certain questions or you want students to post their thoughts. This is a good time for them to actually put it all on chat group. So now I think that's it. We are ready to go. So I'm going to invite a few more people into this meeting. So that's it. We have come to the end of the tutorial, and I hope you find it easy to use Google Meet. And I will be trying to put 1 or 2 more video tutorials on how to use some extensions with Google Meet to enhance your experience of using Google Meet. Alright, see you.